gotta be quiet.
What it is, people? Well, happy Hispanic History Month. Did you know that California was named after a black queen? I am Califia, the hostess of Hawkeye's Tales and Trails. The videos are usually about Hawkeye and Jeanne, who are a couple of old coots out there still having fun. They cruise around to all kinds of places of curiosity to determine what is really going on. That is what Hawkeye's Tales and Trails is all about. Episode 120 is all about me and my story as pagan woman warrior queen, the ruler of the island of California. Find out how I got involved with Hawkeye later in this video. It will blow your mind. The story of Calafia was originally Spanish mythology, and then introduced by 16th century poet Garci Rodriguez de Montalvo in his epic novel of chivalry, Las Sergas de Esplandian, or The Adventures of Esplandian, written around 1510. In the novel, I am a pagan warrior queen who rules over a kingdom of black women living on the island of California, an island off the coast of Asia. In the story, I am convinced to raise an army of women warriors and sail away from California with a large flock of trained griffins so that I can join a Muslim battle against Christians who are defending Constantinople. Though I had no concept of what it means to be Muslim or Christian. In the siege, the griffins harm enemy and friendly forces, so they are withdrawn. Me and my ally Radiaro fight in single combat against the Christian leaders, a king and his son, the knight Esplandian. I was vanquished and taken prisoner, and I later converted to Christianity. I got hooked up with a cousin of Esplandian, and then I returned to California with my army for further adventures. You really should read the book. No one has made a movie about me except Walt Disney. And it was only 23 minutes long. Not really a feature-length film. You know. War is not healthy for children and other living things. Besides the war in Ukraine, episode 169 is about a new war now going on. I am sure that you may have already heard about it. Who though that aggression of this barbaric level could ever happen again? Putin invading Ukraine is ruthless enough. Now the events going on in the Middle East are totally unbelievable. Hawkeye is feeling uncomfortable about publishing videos of their trip to Alaska. He said that it is not appropriate to publish videos of him and Jeanne traveling, having a good time, eating crab legs and wine tasting while this atrocity going on in the Middle East. It just isn't right. Maybe later. For now, he wants to do a video of a social statement from a song that was done back in 1965 by Barry Maguire. It is being narrated by my friend, Ben. Okay, here goes.
The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You are old enough to kill but not for voting. You do not believe in war, but what is that gun you are toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating. But you tell me over and over again, my friend, you do not believe we are on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I am trying to say? Can't you feel the fear that I am feeling today? If the button is pushed, there is no running away. There will be no one to save with the world in a grave. My blood so mad feels like coagulating. I am sitting here just contemplating. You can twist the truth, it knows no regulation. Handful of senators don't pass legislation. Marches alone can't bring integration. When human respect is disintegrating, this whole crazy world is just too frustrating. You tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we are on the eve of destruction. Think of all the hate there is in Red China. Then take a look around too. Selma, Alabama. You may leave here for 4 days in space, but when you return it is the same old place. The ponding drum. The pride and disgrace. Bury your dead. Don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbors. But don't forget to say grace. But you tell me over and over again, my friend, you don't believe. We are the eve of destruction.
So that peace, love, flower, power thing did not work out? Too bad. The drugs did not work out either. There always seems to be some sort of fracas in progress. Hostilities may never stop. Think about this, people. Buddha was not a Buddhist. Jesus was not a Christian. Muhammad was not a Muslim. They were teachers who taught peace. Love was their religion. Please subscribe. Why do we need laws on how to treat each other? Why can't we just live in peace?